All right, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a spring clamp for our Olympic barbell set to help hold the weights in place while we're using it. Got some slightly more advanced techniques in today's build, so I hope you enjoy the ride. Here we go. We're going to open up a new part for ourselves. Once the new part shows up, we're going to open up a sketch and we're going to throw it onto our front plane. This first sketch is just going to be a circle. Going to dimension it at 1/4 inch. This is just going to be the thickness of our wire that we're using to make this clamp. Next, I'm going to put a center line down here connected to my origin, running horizontal. This just helps me keep track of things. And I'm going to dimension my gap from the edge of the circle. Now to grab the edge of a circle, you got to hold shift down to my line, and I'm going to make this 1 inch. Excellent. All right, I'm going to exit this sketch. I'm going to click out in space. You see I went from light blue to gray. That means I've clicked out in space. Now I can start a second sketch. I'm going to put this on the front plane. See over here in my tree, I've got sketch 1 and 2. Make sure you didn't just jump back into your first sketch by mistake. Grab my line tool. I'm going to draw a line over here. Once again, down here on this origin, nice horizontal line. And I'm going to dimension it. Dimension this new line at 1 inch. Perfect. And I'm going to tell the computer I want it to be horizontal. All right, that looks pretty good. Exit that sketch. Now, what I've essentially done is built a little pattern. So I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to revolve it around this line, this axis, for 1 inch. Okay? To do that, go up into my features, choose my swept boss base. And it recognizes that sketch 2 is going to be the axis, and I have to tell it, okay, sketch 1 is the profile that we're going around. So I'm using sketch profile. I'm going to come into my options here, and where it says follow path, I actually want to say keep normal to constant. That maintains this radius, this distance. Profile twist, I want to specify my twist. I want to specify it in degrees, and you see as I start to add more and more degrees, it starts to twist around. Takes sketch 1, starts twisting it around sketch 2. I'm going to jump us ahead a little bit here, add in 1200 degrees, and that runs me around and around and around. Now the handles on these clamps, I don't want them coming out perfectly perpendicular to each other. They tend to have a bit of a flare. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of a side angle here, and I'll just keep adding degrees until it looks about right to me. And right about there, that'll give me just a little bit of a flare out. Perfect. Exit my sweep. I'm going to add a little bit of color to this sketch so we can see it. There we go. I've made my center spring. Next, I'm just going to add extrusions to each of these flat surfaces. Those are going to become my handles. So I'm going to click extrude, click on this top flat surface here. Now I'm going to convert entities. That lets me grab that circle out of the previous sketch, bring it up into the current one. Exit the sketch. This will take me to my extrude window. It's wondering how long of an extrusion I want. I want 6 inches. Good. Now when I take a look at it, there we go. I got a 6-inch handle. Going to do the same thing on the bottom one. Boss extrude, pick my surface, convert entities, grab that circle, green tick mark to bring it into the current sketch. Exit. This will take me back to my boss extrusion. Says, do you want another 6-inch? Yes, indeed I do. And there we go. I got a pair of 6-inch handles coming off. Now I want to add that nice little curl and return to these guys. So I am going to make, since this is not another spring, I'm not going round and round and round, I'm just doing a 180-degree bend. I am going to use a revolved boss base. We'll start off with the top one, pick that surface. Gonna once again just convert entities. Grab that circle. Yes, now I have to give it an axis to revolve around. My axis, I will simply draw a line here. Nice vertical line, looks about right. I'm going to dimension that from the center of the circle to my line, and I'll give myself about 1/3 of an inch. All right, that looks pretty good. Can exit my sketch. This should take me right back into my revolved boss base menu, and my axis of revolution is going to be this line right here. See if it'll let me pick it. Oh, it thinks I'm trying to do a thin feature, which I am not. I'm going to tell it I'm only doing 180 degrees. Good. Now for my contour down here, let me delete what it thought I wanted. Sometimes the computer guesses right, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm going to select this here face. There we go. Back up into my axis of revolution to the line. Now it's a little more happy. 180 degrees. And we'll take a look at it. Yep, that looks about right. Okay. We will accept that. And we're going to do the same thing down here. Revolve. Pick my surface. Going to convert my entity. Green tick mark. Got to add my axis of revolution. Right out here. Nice straight line. Going to dimension to it. From the center of my circle out to my line. 1/3 of an inch. 1/3. And now I can exit this sketch. This will take me back into my revolve menu. Only going to do 180 degrees again. This is not a thin feature. Selected contour, I can zoom in, grab that face, axis of revolution, that's the line, and let's see what it's done. See, sometimes the computers guess right, sometimes they guess wrong. That's backwards, so I come over here to my direction, and I flip it. Very nice. Now I just have to extend my handles back towards the spring a little bit, so I'll get to the point where I can see there, I can see that guy. That's just going to be an extrude. Select the surface, get to where I can actually see it. There it is. Convert entities, grab the circle, green tick mark, exit the sketch. Now it's going to ask me if I want to extrude the same length as before, the full 6 inches. I do not. I'm only going to come back about halfway, which is 3 inches. Green tick mark, that looks good. There we go. That side of the handle's done. Same thing on the top. Just going to extrude, select my surface, turn it a bit so I can see it, convert my entity of my circle, green tick mark, exit the sketch, and it's going to ask me if I want to do an extrude similar to the previous one of 3 inches. Yes, I do. Green tick mark, and there you go. I've just made myself a nice little clamp for holding the plates in. Next video, we'll figure out how to attach it to our actual Olympic bar. Hope you're having a good day.